All right, good evening, everybody. My name is Giglia. I founded a company called Fahros, IT Management in the Cloud. You'll hear more about it soon. And, well, I stand before you today for a very interesting reason, because 5 years ago, an English bartender made fun of me. I was a 20-year-old student studying abroad in London, and I thought I was already on my way to being a beer expert. In reality, I had two of-age friends that kept my apartment stocked. I drank whatever they brought in. I thought I really knew what I was doing. It all changed one day in a little pub near my flat. I walked in, strutted in, confidently ordered a Stella Artois, which I didn't even know was the lowest of the low in Europe. The bartender laughed in my face, told me I needed to get some taste, and shockingly, motivated me. I had my first left blonde that night. The heavens opened up, choirs of angels began to sing, and I challenged myself right then and there. I was going to have 100 different beers before I left London. I beat it. We seem to have lost the slide. But with the 100 beers in hand, I began my trek toward 1,000 by doing something very scientific. A good friend of mine who's here tonight and I would go to a beer bar, close our eyes, and point to something on the menu. Whatever it was, that's what we drank. Bonus points if it came from an interesting country. All right, so my senior year of college, I decided to take my beer geekery to a new level. That is a ranking system, 120 different beers, all consumed within my apartment, in 8 different criteria. I was very proud of it. So, college diploma in hand, I tackled my white whale, West Vleteren, Belgium. Little town 4 miles from the French border in Belgium. Secretive Trappist monks brew the best beer in the world. I woke up at 3 in the morning, 5 different times, and gave my passport number to some random Belgian in order to go there, rent a car, get 2 cases of the beer, and as you can see right there, it was love. I'm saving the last one for my release. So, that was the highlight of my beer life, and yes, before anybody who's seen the movie asks, yes, I have had Das Boot. It's very unstable. They make you leave a very large deposit. It freaks you out. So now you think about it. That's how I became a beer geek. How can you do it? I've recommended some things right here that if you really want to start out, you can do. You have your left blonde, your pumpkin ales that are a little sweeter, a little nicer. If you like it along the bitter end, keep mind your taste. You have some IPAs there. You can graduate into a little more nice things. You can graduate to Belgian quads, West Coast IPAs, sour ales. This is all things you can buy right now, by the way. Keep in mind your taste, and one day you could join the founder of Dogfish Head in a beer geek hip-hop group. That's true, by the way. They're called the Pain Relievers. So how do you taste beer aside from chug? I'll show you in 4 steps. First is the aroma. Right here I'm getting some spice, some wood. It's the most complex feature of beer. It's very, very nice. You also talk about the appearance of the beer, which you can hold it up to the light and check it out. I've got a very deep reddish brown here. It's a little cloudy. It's got an off-white head. It's very nice. It's one of my favorite beers from Belgium. So you talk next about the flavor. It's wonderful. Sweet. It's a little spice up front, some woody aftertaste. Very complex flavors dancing across your tongue. And you think about the mouthfeel as well. So the last part of tasting beer, the alcohol is very well hidden. It's very smooth, it has a very complex aftertaste, and the most important thing when you're tasting beer, close your eyes. What does it make you think of? Can you see those rolling, misty Belgian farms? Can you smell the ocean air? Can you smell the salt? Now, beer has taught me 3 main things. First of all, be bold. I never thought that one of my favorite beers on earth was going to have edible flowers like lavender and chamomile in them. But you try it. Just like anything else, you try it. If it's bad, there's always going to be another beer. There's always going to be another experience. Just like a party where I brought a lot of really rare beers to a bunch of Bud Light drinkers, you have to remember to know your audience, too. There's a time and a place for every kind of beer, and that's okay. And finally, it really taught me to value every experience. I went from a bartender laughing at me to a journey that's taken me from the western border of Belgium to the east end of Long Island, from Prague to Portland, Dublin, everywhere in between. It's been amazing. An amazing experience, all because I didn't blow off that guy who laughed at me. If you think I take this too seriously, by the way, Hammurabi's code regulated the price of beer. And in ancient Babylon, an eye for an eye in beer meant if you brewed a bad batch, they drowned you in it. Beer has been my window on the world. It's given me some amazing experiences, introduced me to some of my best friends. That's my contact information. Let's talk beer, let's talk technology, and cheers to all of you.